Hello everyone. I've got a little rant here that I want to do. I just recently had come across these bottom bouncers. Now, many of you know I make bottom bouncers myself. I take pride in what I do. Phone's not wanting to focus here. But going through all these bottom bouncers, I found a few things that I wanted to point out. I don't know if any of you have ever bought from this gentleman that makes these. This here is a 1 ounce bottom bouncer with the wire. The camera will focus here. The wire is protruding out the side of the lead. I thought that was a little befuddling when I'd seen that. And then this one here. It's another 1 ounce bottom bouncer. That snap swivel is supposed to be able to be moved on the end of your bottom bouncer. Apparently the guy overcrimped his splice on it. It won't move on its own. You have to help it along. You know, to me it's a quality issue. I'm doing what I do when I make my bottom bouncers because I enjoy doing it. I'm certainly not wanting to make a lot of money, you know, but this just astounds me that somebody would actually sell these bottom bouncers. Look at that. That's from the pour, the mold. That's supposed to be cut off, and he just left it on there. This one here, it's not even a full bottom bouncer. He didn't fill the cavity completely full when he poured this one. Another one. I don't know where he came up with these tabs that are hanging off. And that's lead. That's easily broken off. Same here on the bottom side of that one. You know, I could break this off with my finger here. But he's leaving all this stuff on these bottom bouncers. Just doing crappy pours. There it is, 1 ounce bottom bouncer right there. Right there in front of my thumb. This here was another 1 ounce. They're supposed to be the same length, and they're not. Here's a 1.5 ounce. A short pour again. I hope the person that gave these bottom bouncers to me didn't pay anything for them, because these are just, pardon my French, really shitty. Here's another example of shitty work. These, I hold them together at the one end. The tops, they aren't even the same length. They're completely different lengths. You know, that's not a real huge issue with the bottom bouncers, but a little bit of similarity between everything makes what you're doing look so much better. Right here, I've got a bundle of 2 ounce bottom bouncers. You know, they're all nice and uniform. All the swivels on the ends of them. They can move around in any direction. They don't get tied up with anything. I don't have the little tags hanging off the top of the bottom bouncer from when I did my pour. I made sure I cut them off. Right there is the spot where it was. I always make sure that my tag is at the bottom of the bottom bouncer. But right there is where my tag was at, nice and smooth. It won't get hung up with any vegetation of any sort. You know, you don't want extra drag pulling on your lures or your swivels or anything when you're fishing with the bottom bouncer. You want to be able to feel the strike of that fish. You know, I take pride in my work, and when I seen this pile of bottom bouncers and how shitty they were made, I was disgusted. I mean, come on. These are not hard to make. A little time consuming, yes, but they're not hard to make. I'd make all my own bends by hand. I make my own wires by hand. That's the most time-consuming part of the whole process for me. You know, I've got a bundle of 3-ounce here too. You know, these are what I have on hand that people haven't bought yet. 2s, 2.5s, and 3s. You know, they are not hard to make. And I hope if any of you are buying bottom bouncers from anybody, I really hope that you're inspecting their work and making sure that you're buying a quality product. I don't know what you would pay for them. I know my bottom bouncers ranged from 75 cents up to $1.50, $1.75. I don't have my paperwork in front of me, but it all depends on the size. You know, if you're paying $1 per bottom bouncer here, if I grab one out of the pile, if you're paying $1 for a 1-ounce bottom bouncer and you're getting all your bottom bouncers with these tags left on them, you know, I certainly wouldn't want to fish with it. You know, I won't personally sell anything if I wouldn't be happy using it. Okay? I mean, it's just a little bit of common sense, people. So, for anybody that's interested in buying bottom bouncers, if you're not buying from me, that's fine. Get them wherever you want to get them. Inspect the quality of the work. It doesn't take much, you know, to make a good product. A little time consuming, yes. You know, but as far as hard, intensive work, no, these are not hard to make. So please, it's just more or less a public service announcement. My rant on making bottom bouncers. You know, I hope any of you buying any of these would just inspect them a little bit, look them over, make sure there's no holes of them. I don't have it here in front of me, but one of these here had a hole in the bottom where the lead didn't form up completely. So you were getting shorted on product, you know, or you're getting just a crappy product, you know. Just look them over a little bit. It doesn't take much to look at them and see if they're, you know, a quality item. So it's just a public service announcement, just to let you people aware that there is shitty product out there if you're looking at buying anything. And get them from a reputable source, somebody that's been making them for a while and takes pride in their work.